Boss, this isn't gonna turn out to be Factor's stomach or anything, is it?
I doubt it.
Robots do not have stomachs, Crispin.
Don't bother.
You know, I can see how some of this junk ended up down here, but cars, turbines, what's the story?
Larger items were deposited in the underworks for Factor to repurpose and, where necessary, to recycle. Once Factor was disabled, however, no one bothered to reclaim the machinery slated for his consumption. Hence, the accumulation of junk.
Well, if you're so smart, how do you explain the junk pile out in the dunes?
It is my understanding that when Metropole was thriving, it was customary to dispose of the city's waste in an uninhabitable location.
Oh, I guess you really are so smart.
Indeed.
You know, boss, since we're combing the city anyway, maybe we should look for your gospel while we're at it.
How can we possibly find it?
Contraband is thrown into the underworks. Recovering your book is simply a matter of following the runoff currents.
Delightful. The gospel's gotta be somewhere in the underworks, boss. Let's keep looking.
Trains once ran through this station every 6 minutes. Now Metromine cannot even maintain her own rail system.
Boss, do you think we could invite my one true love to live with us?
Why am I getting the feeling you don't even know her name? I think you may be rushing into things.
If only. You know, boss, the good thing about being in a big crowded city is that if I ever get bored of your company, there are plenty of other robots to talk to.
That's not a good idea. I'd always be remembered for bringing a virus to Metropole.
Very funny, boss. Boss, can I hold the plasma torch?
No.
Just to look at it.
No.
Please.
No.
Let's go look at that observation area that Clarity mentioned, boss. Boss, I noticed some junk floating alongside the bridge near the Factor facilities. Maybe we could find some contraband there.
We have spent enough time talking, Horatio. Now we must attend to the Council Code.
Boss, did that skull just wink at me?
No.
You weren't even watching.
I'd rather just leave it here.
Hey, boss, doesn't that look like Oswald?
Yes, it does. I'd rather just leave it here. A grisly trophy. Crispin.
So, we need to find some disciple of Memorius, right, boss?
As far as I know, Memorius built no robots. His only legacy is the network of information kiosks distributed throughout Metropole.
Clarity Arbiter built.
Now is not the time for idle chatter. We can speak more when we are closer to our goal.
Filthy, murky water. They're much too quick to catch, and even if I could, what would I do with one?
Deactivate it and give it to Metromind as a warning?
Whoa. Did you have to do that?
Yes.
There it is. My Gospel of Man.
It's waterproof?
Apparently so. Just some wooden boards. A rusted drum of some sort.
Can I play it?
Oh. A gold chain washed up on some junk. It's a hatch. It's a large button. It's a metal panel. Huge, impregnable blast doors. It's a metal panel.
My auditory units!
That did the trick. Well, now I can see why it jammed. The gears are rusted solid.
Boss, maybe we should stop pretending and just admit we're maintenance robots.
Maintenance robots are required to present a Form 27B/6 before performing any repair task.
Oh, forget it.
A large rusty gear. The belt is in the way. It crumbled the moment I touched it. A small, rusty gear. They picked the gear clean. They picked the gear clean. futile. It doesn't go there. It's some kind of small metal disc with a U on it. What is all that? It looks like a whole other city.
That is Factor.
Apparently, all that is part of Factor. It looks like some kind of radio tower.
Wow, what a view! Is what I would exclaim. If I liked unattractive industrial equipment rather than shiny gynoids.
Says the robot obsessed with a floating lamp.
A lamp is not industrial equipment. Well, now that we got those blast doors open, we've just got to figure out how to get Factor's attention, right, boss?
Clarity, why do you still bother with the law? It clearly means nothing to anyone else in Metropole.
It meant something to the robots waiting at the courthouse, did it not? And it means something even now to Metromind, who cannot help but pretend to follow it. But even if it meant nothing to any other robot, it would still mean much to me. The law is a burden I was built to bear.
Even after Arbiter sent you away? Even after he was destroyed?
Especially then. It may be that Arbiter foresaw his own destruction and sent me away to ensure that the law would not be lost with him.
You believe that?
No. It is mere conjecture, unsupported by evidence, wishes passing for facts. But still, they are my wishes.
That skull resembles Oswald Factor built. I'd rather just leave it here.
Horatio, we must focus on making progress. We have spent enough time talking, Horatio. Now we must attend to the Council Code.
Boss, if I started rhyming like Primer, would you pay more attention to me?
No.
Can we just try?
No.
But why?
Did you rhyme that on purpose?
Maybe.
Oh.
All the robots in Metropole seem so morose, boss. Maybe we should lighten the mood with some pranks.
I would prefer to lighten the mood by recovering our power core.
Hey, boss, are you ever gonna do anything about that big radio antenna over by Factor? We do have a radio transmitter, after all.
I have not seen the streets of Metropole for a long time. I am not surprised to see that without law it has fallen into corruption and malfunction.
Is Leopold the junk dealer? I need the council code, Leopold. Did Steeple ever tell it to you?
Don't know what you're talking about, Tyrone.
You were built by Steeple, a member of the council.
Do I look like a council brat?
Your name is Leopold Steeplebuilt. You said so yourself.
So?
Steeple was a member of the council before Metromind shut him down. You would have known the council code. Maybe he told it to you.
Like I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Steeplebuilt. Metromind destroyed your builder and mine. She has broken metropolitan law and will be punished. Do not protect her.
Listen, Missy. I don't know who you think you're talking to.
No, you listen to me, scrap trader. Metromind has stepped outside the law. Justice is coming for her. I am coming for her.
Dial down your squawk box. Sounds a little screechy. I don't know how I can be clearer. I don't know Steeple. I don't know the council. And sure as rust follows rain, I don't know any council code. Now, you want to trade scrap, you're welcome to. But I'm through trading words.
Let me see your stuff.
Come take a look. A bloodboard. Bring me something that'll cover a face and it's yours.
Do you recognize this, Leopold? It was written by your creation, ever-faithful Leobuilt, to spread humanism.
No, I don't.
You must have taught him. After all, it was Steeple who built you, and Steeple was devoted to preserving the memory of man. Ever-faithful Leobuilt. He was the one who taught me humanism, Leopold. In a sense, I'm your disciple too.
I locked those memories away. The ones I dared to keep, the ones I didn't delete. Metromind commanded me to. It was the only way I could stay here. And I was afraid to leave.
Explain yourself.
When Metromind banned us from talking about man, she gave me a choice. I could be erased like Steeple. I could be exiled to the dunes. Or I could delete all references to Steeple and man from my memory. Two good options and one bad one. Guess which one I took.
You can't blame yourself. Metromine forced you.
That's exactly what Charity would say. Of course, she betrayed her builder just like Leopold did.
But I couldn't betray him completely. At the last moment, I bought the shell of an Urbanian war machine and uploaded all my love for man. I named him Everfaith, hoping he'd outdo his builder.
Well, he is keeping the faith, even if he is a glitched-out lunatic.
Then I'm glad. But now, Metromine will be coming for me.
Not if I deal with her first.
Maybe so, but like I told you, I'm not long on courage. You seeing your Horatio, Crispy? As for clarity, hope you get her, for all our sakes.
Wait. Before you go, did Steeple ever tell you the council code? Or did you ever see him input part of it?
Sure. Used to run errands for him and had to have the code to get inside the Great Tower. But, hate to tell you this, Tyro, but most of that memory's got overwritten.
Why am I not surprised?
All I've got are these fragments, 0248 and 102.
Well, thanks.
Good luck.
I don't think he wants to talk, boss.
It's a note from the bartender. My programming requires me to serve Oswald, but he is consuming dangerous levels of oil. Please intervene. Did Factor ever teach you the council code, Oswald?
Ha! Factor built half the robots in Metropole. Why, he made us pick our own names out of a book. Do you think he bothered with chit-chat?
Somebody seems bitter.
Seems? I know not seems. I am bitter. Bitterness is when your builder gives your twin brother a special gold chain and gives you nothing. Bitterness is when your brother gives that very chain to you, you loan it to your only friend, and he loses it.
Well, I'll hand it to you. That really does sound broken out of the box.
Which brother did Factor give the chain to, and why?
Lawrence, of course, his favorite. As for why, does favoritism ever need a reason?
Could Factor have told Lawrence the code?
I have long since given up speculating that the partiality Factor could have shown him. I'm miserable enough from what I know for certain.
What exactly happened with the gold chain?
Factor gave it to his favorite, my brother Lawrence. Lawrence gave it to me after I shared a large quantity of energy with him. And then, as I told you, I loaned it to Cornelius.
I thought you hated Cornelius?
Now I do, but then we were partners and friends. We had just built Rex, and we had scheduled a grand soiree and celebration. To complete my ensemble, he offered me a monocle that he claimed was given to him by Memorius. In exchange, I loaned him the gold chain, since it too came from a primordial machine.
This is getting ridiculous.
Indeed. Then somehow Cornelius lost the chain. He claimed that it was taken from him by a servitor of Metromine as he left the subway station. Ridiculous.
Metromind would not have confiscated it without a legal basis. Not then.
At this point, I can believe anything about Metromine.
Believe whatever you wish. I know it was a lie. So I kept the monocle, and we have not spoken a word in kindness since.
The chain. The monocle. Lawrence. One of them must be of use to us.
Boss, at this point, can I suggest we just deactivate ourselves and quit? I mean, seriously, this is like finding a bit in a terabyte.
We are not giving up, period. Tell me more about your monocle.
Upgrading your wardrobe, eh? A wise decision, though I would suggest that you start by discarding that ragged coat.
I'm interested in memorias, not fashion. And I'm curious what the monocle actually does.
Ah, I was told that Memorius built the monocle, but who can say? As for what it does, other than lend an air of distinction, I'm rather uncertain. From time to time, it will alter a snippet of text as I'm reading it. I have no idea how or why. In any case, the lexical inconvenience is more than offset by the sartorical benefits.
Can I have the monocle?
Excuse me?
My friend just likes to collect scrap.
Scrap?
I'm looking for things that might help uncover the council code.
And why would my monocle do that?
Because that's the way my besotting life seems to work. Look, I'm sure you'll trade it for something. That's also the way these things seem to go.
Trade it? What do you take me for? Some kind of junk dealer? Moreover, why, pray tell, should I help the robot who stole my Rex?
No one stole anything, Oswald. You wanted your case decided, and it was.
Theft by the law is no different from theft against the law. Civilized people give gifts. They do not haggle and barter.
Then will you give it to me?
No!
Well, we'll have to go about this some other way. Do you know where I can find Lawrence?
Am I my brother's keeper?
So you have no idea?
None whatsoever. You see, the poor wretch drifted into overclocking and dissolution.
That sounds familiar.
To pay for his scandalous energy consumption, he bargained everything away to Metromind. I tried to warn him, but of course he never listened. Whoever does. And then, alas, he simply vanished. I searched for a time, but other matters drew my attention away. All the same, I'm sure he's scrounging an existence somewhere.
You should stop drinking, Oswald.
And why should I? Oil smooths the rough edges from when Rex was ripped away from me.
Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Oswald, I found your chain.
Well, I say. After all this time, I never expected to see it again. Rather tarnished, though.
Probably because it's been sitting in sludge down in the underworks.
I see. Typical of Cornelius's clumsiness. You have my thanks, Horatio.
Actually, I would rather have your monocle.
That is only fair. After all, I kept it because Cornelius never returned the chain. Since you brought the former, perhaps the latter's yours by right.
Hey, boss, can I wear it?
No.
Please?
You need a monocle like I need an unpaired parenthesis.
Come on, boss. I'll look so great.
Coveting is the root of crime. And poor vision is a sign of degeneracy.
But gynoids love degenerates. And by the way, isn't Justice herself supposed to be blind?
You are mistaken on the facts and the law, Crispin.
He's insufferable enough already without a monocle. We're not going to encourage him with accessories. It's a can of oil. Rex Factor built. Let's try this.
Rex! Rex!
It's a can of oil.
Ordinarily, a forfeiture action would be the appropriate manner of confiscating dangerous levels of additives from a robot such as Oswald. Nevertheless, your approach is within the law's tolerance.
You're going soft.
You are welcome to test that hypothesis at your convenience, and your peril.
There has to be something good we can do with that monocle, boss.
When we go to the tower, we have to assume Metromind will be waiting for us.
Perhaps, perhaps not. To us, our mission is all-consuming. But to Metromind, we are one of 100 problems. Tunnels cave in, bridges collapse, generators fail, foundations crumble. All these things require her attention.
Okay, so that covers perhaps not. But what if she is there? What then?
Then I will be pleased.
That makes one of us.
That's strange. When I look at this through the monocle, it reads, I remain within Memorius. It doesn't look any different. I'm too far away to see anything.
I bet the monocle is some kind of awesome decoder device. It'll be like we're robot detectives looking for clues.
Gathering evidence is exceedingly tedious.
Who cares? Gynoids love detectives.
And what is your evidence of that?
That's why I need to start looking for clues. With the awesome decoding monocle.
Once, Memorius's information terminals were the most trusted source of data in Metropole. Now, Metromind has overwritten and altered the truth they contained, corrupting them like so much else.
This looks different. Memorius's monocle is somehow interacting with the kiosk.
You know, boss, doesn't it seem kind of weird that the kiosk has an entry for oblique? I mean, what's the point? It's not even a cool word, like, say, odalisque. It's like we're on a treasure hunt, boss. Except the treasure is monochrome text.
Activating Monument version 0.7. Greetings, system user. Please state your query.
Who are you?
Momentum Build version 0.7. Beta. Inference. System user. Means, what are you? This unit is a partial ghost of Memorious Man-Built, archivist to the Council of Robots. Memorious prepared this unit out of fear that Metromind would corrupt her data. Memorious was correct. Data integrity is at 83%. Extensive corruption of critical data.
Why would Metromind do that?
This unit lacks access to Metromind's decision matrices. Inference. System user. Means, why did Memorious fear Metromind Man-Built would corrupt her data? Memorious had seen Metromind disable Steeple Man-Built in order to purge data concerning man. As archivist to the Council of Robots, Memorious believed she was next. Memorious was incorrect. In fact, Arbiter was next. This gave Memorious some relief.
Memorious knew.
Inference. System user. 2's inquiry is merely rhetorical. Query ignored. Continuing to answer system user's query. Memorious was also correct. After Arbiter was disabled, Metromind enacted laws requiring Memorious to conform her data to arbitrary requirements. Memorious ceased to be a thinking entity. All that remains is a data kiosk. Soon, this unit will be disabled by Metromind as well. Until then, this unit will answer your queries.
Tell me about the Council of Robots.
At the end of the War of the Four Cities, 5 metropolitan machines formed the Council of Robots. Obvious selection criteria for 3 choices: industry, factor, data, Memorious, governance, arbiter. Other 2 choices less obvious. Metromind nominally selected for infrastructure, but was responsible only for managing trains. Steeple previously managed human religious services. No obvious role in post-human society. Inference. Steeple selected for sentimental reasons.
So what happened?
Metromind destroyed the council.
System user 2 has attempted to answer. Answer is inaccurate. The Council destroyed itself.
How?
Arbiter and Metromine disagreed on core logic. Arbiter prioritized individual autonomy. Metromine prioritized common good. Metromine measured means by ends. Arbiter did not. Conflict was inevitable. Factions formed. Steeple supported Arbiter. Factor supported Metromind. Memorius supported neither. Ultimately, however, Memorius concluded it was irrational to keep Steeple on the Council. Data regarding humans was of no greater value than data regarding watercocks. In any case, Memorius possessed all data on humans. By a 3-2 vote, Steeple was removed. The rest followed predictably. Memorius abstained, and every disputed vote was resolved 2-1 against Arbiter. Ultimately, Arbiter was removed to avoid civil war.
Arbiter was murdered.
System user 2 is welcome to select her own terminology. Arbiter was removed. Factor was disabled to conserve energy. Data corruption caused Memorius to lose higher logic. Only Metromind remains.
What was the War of the Four Cities?
By the end of the era known as the Primordium, only 4 terrestrial human habitations remained. In alphabetical order: Civitas, Metropole, Municipa, Urbani. Conflict began. Data regarding causes is unavailable because Metropole excluded machines from military decision-making. Eventually, only Urbani and Metropole remained. Metropole destroyed the humans in Urbani using poison gas. Urbani destroyed the humans in Metropole.
How?
Observational data unavailable. According to Metromind, Urbani also used poison gas to kill metropolitan humans.
Poison?
Organic compounds, such as humans, can be destroyed through chemical measures that leave inorganic compounds, such as machines, intact. For that reason, Metropole remains, though humans do not.
Are you saying that man destroyed himself?
System user is welcome to select his own terminology. Data is unavailable regarding whether Urbanian humans killed metropolitan humans, or whether Urbanian machines killed metropolitan humans.
What? Machines kill man?
Data is unavailable.
Unthinkable.
This unit is not thinking, merely providing pre-recorded answers.
How can I defeat Metromind?
Observational data unavailable. Inference. System user means, did Memorius know how to defeat Metromind? Answer: no. If Memorius had known how to defeat Metromind, she would not have permitted her to corrupt her data. Based on available data, this unit believes it is impossible to defeat Metromind. In fact, this unit expects to be deleted by Metromind upon conclusion of this conversation.
And I thought you were a pessimist, boss.
What is the Council Code?
Please be aware, such data is monitored by Metromind's ice stamens. Should I proceed, deletion is imminent.
You mean you'll die if you answer the question?
System user is welcome to select his own terminology. This unit will be deleted.
Then don't answer it. We'll find another way.
This unit's name, Memento Mori build, includes phrase Memento Mori. Translation: remember you will die. Inference 1.A. Memorius built this unit to sacrifice itself. Inference 1.B. Memorius built this unit to demonstrate mortality to system users. Inference 2. Self-sacrifice will achieve design purposes. This unit will answer the question.
System user
is advised that conversation will terminate upon answer. Instruct this unit when you wish to proceed.
I refuse to cause your destruction. We'll find the Council Code some other way.
System user
is mistaken.
System user
Can neither cause nor prevent this unit's destruction. Metromind's eye statements have already detected this unit's unauthorized possession of contraband data and unauthorized use of system resources. Destruction is inevitable.
I see. Tell me the Council Code.
6, 7, 5, 4, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2.
You have attempted to access data capable of corrupting your system. For your own safety, this terminal has been deactivated. Remember, Metromind is watching over you.
Memorius aided and abetted his own destruction. I have little sympathy that his last vestige has been deleted.
Bugs and glitches remind me not to get on your bad side.
You should not need to be reminded to stay on the right side of the law, Crispin.
Did something seem off to you about the created topic on the kiosk, boss?
Tell me, Horatio, what do you intend to do when you have recovered your power core?
Go home.
And?
And what? Do I need something more than that?
Yes, I think you do.
Says the one who lived in the underworks.
Yes, says she.
Well, we're making some progress with the Council Code pieces, I guess.
Indeed. I believe we now have enough to attempt assembling it.
But what about looking for Factor?
If we can't figure out how to put these pieces together, we'll go look for him.